A reveller has cheated death after being mauled by a bull during an annual Spanish festival in which 3 others died after being gored in under 24 hours. Video footage shows how the bare-chested man was trampled and pinned down for almost half a minute by the incensed animal, its horns missing his head and stomach by mere inches. Other runners were seen jumping around the bull, manically waving their arms in an attempt to redirect its attention and persuade it away from its prey, to no avail. But the man eventually managed to wriggle free from, sprinted away and dived into the sea to escape what looked to be almost certain death. Local reports said he was later taken to hospital having suffered a gore injury to his groin, as well as other minor cuts and bruises, but miraculously avoided any serious life-threatening injuries. The shock incident happened on Thursday afternoon during an annual event in the Costa Blanca resort of Moreira near Benidorm known as the Bout à la Mar, which directly translates as bulls in the sea. A temporary bull ring is set up in an enclosed arena by the marina quayside and bulls let loose with revelers taunting the animals and diving into the water or climbing on platforms to avoid being charged and gored. On Wednesday it emerged 3 people had died in just 24 hours after being gored by bulls at other festivals in the area. It was also confirmed a 56-year-old man had lost his fight for life in hospital after being rushed to intensive care with head and gore injuries on July 12 from an event in Picassent near the east coast city of Valencia. The local town hall said it had decreed a day of mourning after learning of the man's death. One day prior, a 50-year-old man named Josep Antoni Garcia Arnau died at another Valencia hospital from injuries he suffered after being hurled into the air by a bull at a festival in Mollana, a 40-minute drive north of Picassent. He was diagnosed with 7 broken ribs, one of which is said to have penetrated one of his lungs and caused a buildup of blood and fluid which eventually claimed his life. On Monday it was confirmed a Frenchman aged 64 had died in hospital 9 days after being gored during an annual festival in Pedregar on the Costa Blanca, a half-hour drive from Moreira. All 3 men had been taking part in annual events known locally as Bout al Carrer, which translates as bulls on the street. The long-held traditions were cancelled at the height of the coronavirus pandemic, but the Spanish festival calendar is now back to normal. The famous San Fermin festival in the northern city of Pamplona, known internationally as the Running of the Bulls, was held for the first time in 2 years earlier this month. No one was killed, but several revelers suffered gore injuries along the half-mile course through the old town as they tried to outrun the bulls before they were guided into pens at the back of the bull ring.